This video will walk you through the Hero Learning System for middle schoolers with our LAMPWAY partnership with Way, Michigan. Once you log in, you're going to be taken to your home page. From there, you'll be given a wealth of information from school announcements to accessing your email or your progress bar. This progress bar shows your progress towards completing middle school, so through 8th grade. So 50% would be the start of 7th grade for this student, because I believe this is a 7th and 8th grade account. It'll look slightly different if you are a 6th grader. But you'll also see your learning plan progress here with the different courses available. So for this middle school student, they have English 8, Science 8, PE, Math, Technology, and U.S. History. They could also have visual arts on there, or obviously if they're in 6th grade or 7th grade, they'll have different levels of these courses. If we were to click on the PE one, it will bring up the projects available for that student. And there are two different ways of doing this. These are all the PE 8 projects that they can choose from. They don't have to complete all of them to complete the course. There is enough variety that students can choose ones that interest them to some extent. You can also go to the sequence to see the preferred order to complete the projects. And that will also show you over here what's called our strands. Our strands are how the student earns credit towards completing their grade or graduation. So this particular project has 2 physical education 8th grade strands in it. The first project they recommend is called A Healthy Image, and here just gives a little question: how can barrier factors and poor nutrition affect our physical self? When the student clicks on that, the next screen will be broken down into modules. So you'll have a project overview, and that's the one that we're on right here. That will give you just a little bit of an idea of what the project is like. Often there's a video just to engage the student and let them know what they might be learning to see if this is a project they want to continue on that day. By clicking on Module 1, this will then show you how the project is broken down into steps for the student to complete. So this project has only 2 steps in Module 1. Sometimes there could be as many as 6 or 7 steps. When they click on the little tab, Step 1 will come up. There will be some questions for them to answer. Looks like this is kind of a brainstorming thing just to get them thinking. What does it mean to have a healthy body? So they will then type those answers up. They can type them right here in the answer box. I do encourage students to always put them either in a Pages document if they're on a Mac, or a Word document if they are on a regular PC or Chromebook, so that they have record of that, and then they can just copy and paste. They'll click Save Their Answer, and then they can move on to Step 2. Step 2 has a video for them, some more information, some sites to click on. All of these are links for them to go to. And then they need to list 5 things that they learned about body image from reading those articles in that box, and make sure they save their answer. For this project, when there's a Module 1 and a final right next to each other, there aren't any other modules in between. Students have to complete both Module 1 and the final product before it's graded and awarded credit. This one has them creating a video or keynote presentation showing a plan on how you will stop these barriers from interfering in living a healthy lifestyle. They're going to reflect on their learning. There's all these links to show them how to make a keynote, or how to use iMovie if they're on a Mac, or Windows Movie Maker if they're on a Chromebook. There's also videos telling them how to cite their sources and how to use MLA format, which is required for each project. Down here are those 2 strand parts that are available, and kind of how they can earn levels 1, 2, or 3. Levels 1, 2, and 3 are the way our program is graded. Instead of A, B, C, D, we have levels. A level 3 equates to an A, level 2 a B, and a level 1 would be a C. Students can always earn a level 1 and then do revisions to work their way up to the level 3. Sometimes if a student turns in a project and doesn't have all of the parts, or they forget to cite their sources, then they will be awarded the letter P for progressing, and they'll need to make those corrections and turn them back in order to earn credit. Because we are a year-round school, students earn a half a credit or 0.5 credits per month, which gives them roughly 6 credits per year of schooling. We talked a little bit about the progress bar. If I scroll down, you'll see their work plan projects. Anything that they added into their work plan is there for them to quickly access. There's announcements over here on the right. They can also chat with online experts, which are our teachers, and with other students in the program. There. They will have their own internal email, so they can't email outside of the school, but they will be able to communicate with their mentor and their online experts through this email, as well as other students. We have a live lesson button, and when students click on that, they will see a whole bunch of our teachers that are available to set up lessons. So if they read this and they needed help with physical ed or psychology, they could click book a lesson and it would pull up a calendar where they could select what day would work for them and get that scheduled so that they can get some one-on-one help. We also offer live sessions, which students can sign up on the home page. There'll be a link for them to click on. I'm trying to see if they're on here. Right down here. Here are the live sessions for this week. They're done via Zoom. The student would just click on that if this was a project that they were wanting to get some help with. There's usually maybe 4 to 6 students in a group that work together with a teacher through a project so that they can have better understanding of that topic. If we click on progress to go in a little further, we should be able to see a graduation plan, which lists all the classes needed for graduation. So this student is a middle school student, so it's showing they've already completed 7th grade, so they're an 8th grade student. So it's showing all the courses in blue are fully completed. The ones in green are started, and of course if they don't have a bar at all, they haven't turned in anything. There's also a button where you could view a transcript. Here, my artifacts are what we call our completed projects. So when we click on that, we'll see these projects listed as a work in progress. Now this is a sample student, so there's not as many things to view in there. Up here is your notification tab. Whenever you get an award letter back, it will show up here, or if you have a group notification, your award letter comes from the expert who graded it, and they'll let you know how you did as well as any corrections that might need to be made in order for you to earn credit. So because it's project-based, there aren't normal tests for grades, but students show what they've learned by making videos or presentations, keynotes. They type papers. They'll solve math problems, but they'll also relate them to real world in the math program. So that is, in a nutshell, what our LAMPWAY program looks like, which is through a charter school, Way, Michigan, based out of Detroit, Michigan. Each student is assigned a mentor, which will help them get acclimated and answer any questions that they have as they learn the program.